Lecture number 19 is entitled Solution Problems. Suppose you have a container that has water and alcohol. The container has water and alcohol. It's a mixture of water and alcohol. Further assume that it contains 10 gallons of this mixture. And contains 10 gallons of this mixture. If the mixture has 20% of pure alcohol, how many gallons of pure alcohol is in the mixture? If the mixture has 20% of alcohol, then how many gallons of pure alcohol is in the solution? Is in this mixture. Okay, let's think about it, and then maybe we can come up with a formula to figure out such problems. Here is your 10-gallon container. It's filled up to the very top. 20% is 1/5. I'm going to divide this into, to the best of my ability, 5 equal pieces. The bottom piece is 20%, the next one is another 20%. They're all 20%. 5 equal pieces in size. 10 gallons in total. Each of these pieces is 2 gallons. 2 gallons. 2 gallons. 2 gallons. 2 gallons. I know this is working out right because the total adds up to 100% and the total number of gallons is 10. I'm going to erase that because I don't want you to think that last one is part of the container. The 100 gallons, 100% and it's already 10 gallons. Okay. So, say the bottom one for argument's sake, that's the alcohol, and the rest, which happens to be 80%, that's water. Okay, 20% is alcohol, but that equals 2 gallons. The answer to my question is 2 gallons. You have 2 gallons of pure alcohol, and somehow you were able to remove just the alcohol from the mixture of the 10-gallon mixture of alcohol and water. You would have 2 gallons of alcohol and 8 gallons of water. Now, is there a more direct way to do this? Is there like a formula? Well, you should know, you know that 20% of their mixture, of the 10 gallons, is pure alcohol. 20, now I'm going to write that in math. 20 is 20. 20 is 20. Percent means divide by 100. Of means multiply. 10 gallons is 10 gallons. Is means equal. Pure alcohol. Well, 20 goes in here 1 time and goes in here 5 times. One number from the top, one number from the bottom got divided by 20. 5 goes in here 2 times, 5 goes in here 1 time. 1 times 2 is 2, times gallons is 2 gallons, divided by 1. The rule for dividing by 1 is don't even bother. So the final answer is 2 gallons of pure alcohol. You multiply the concentration by the number of gallons. Let's try another one. Suppose you come to, so you're asked how many gallons, or actually liters this time, let's change it, how many liters of a 20% alcohol solution must be added to 3 liters of a 90% alcohol solution to get a 80% alcohol solution. Well, how many liters of a 20% alcohol solution? So we don't know how many liters, let's call it L, and then we know it's 20%. How many of these liters of the 20% solution must be added to something? Added to 3 liters at 90% alcohol solution to get, that means equal, to get a 80% alcohol solution. In each of these boxes, you have to have the number of liters, it can be X, and the percentage. Well, in all 3 boxes, we have the percentage. In the right box, we don't have the number of liters. Well, if you have 3 liters and you add X liters, if you have 5 gallons and you add 3 gallons, you don't multiply like a lot of students would say. They would say we have 3X gallons in the container. Now, if you have 5 gallons of gas in your car tank and you add 7 gallons, you have 5 gallons, you add 7, you now have 12. You add them. We'll have 3 plus X, not gallons, but liters. Now, since the units are all the same for the top numbers, and the units in the bottom are the same, the percentages, we could cross them out. Now we multiply the numbers inside the boxes. 3 times 90 plus X times 20, or 20X, and this is 80 times 3 plus X. 270 plus 20X's is equal to 240 plus 80X. Bring all the X's to the right side because the right side has more of them. The right side has 80 X's, the left side has only 20. If I'm bringing the numbers, the X's to the right, then I should bring the numbers to the left. No numbers on the right. Notice the 240s cancel out. The right side has 60 X's, no X's on the left. The left has 30. 60 times some number X is 30. Half of 60 is 30. That is 60 times a half. The answer is, you can divide both sides by 60. You can divide both sides by 60 if you insist, but you're going to get a half. 10 goes into both of those numbers 3 and 6 times, and 3 over 6 is a half. You should add a half a liter. Should add a half a liter. Okay, that just sounds not correct to me, so let me look at my arithmetic. 60X is 30, half. Okay. So that's that one. Let's try another one that's very similar. They're all kind of the same. Get the boxes together, multiply them, multiply the numbers in the boxes, and then solve the equation. How many liters of water how many liters of water must be added, I bet. Yep, that's what I wrote. Must be added to a 150 liter solution, which is half alcohol, to get a 25% alcohol solution. So you have this 50%, you have 150 liters, 50% alcohol solution, and I want to know how many gallons, how many liters of water, XL, X liters of water. Now water is 0% alcohol. It's just water. Okay, and you want to get a 25% alcohol solution. Now how many liters you have? Well, you had 150 in the first container, you're adding X to it, and you're putting that whole mixture, both containers, into this one big container. It will have 150%, 150 plus X liters. Now if you think about it, if you have 50% and you're adding just pure water and you're getting 25%, you're going to have, which is half for 50. 25 is half to 50. Well, the answer is going to be 150 liters. You have a 150 liter solution, you add 150% liters of water, you're going to dilute the solution in half. It's going to go from 50% to 25%. But nonetheless, let's work it out. Since they're all liters in top and all percentages in the bottom, we can remove it. We're going to multiply 150 by 50. I won't even bother. Okay, I'll write X times 0, but that's 0. And this is 150 plus X times 25. I'll write the 25 in front of the parentheses. 15 times 5 is 75. Don't forget the 2 zeros. Plus 0. I won't even write that. 25 times 15 is 375 with a 0. Plus 25x. So, first thing I do is I take away 3750 from both sides. On the left side, I get 3750. On the right side, this cancels out, and I get 25x. The question is, 25 times what gives you 3750? This problem is asking, 25 times what gives you 3750? Well, you know what? That problem just came up. 25 times 150 was 3750. The answer just happens to be right there. So I ran out of space, but nonetheless, x is equal to 150. A number that I said was going to be the answer. But of course, you're probably going to have to show your algebra. Okay, this finishes up the section on solution problems. Just like there are other word problems, you multiply two things. Rate times time to get distance, amount of liters times the percentage to get the pure, in this case, the liters of pure alcohol. Okay, good luck with it.